the 25.
I gotta let my YouTuber see this. Check. Watch 54. I know I'm a little rest.
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right.
The Texans.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
The Texans would be a phenomenal team if they had a good line. They just ain't got no good line. They line.
Better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
This is my Madden 18 playbook. You can transfer it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Now you can have it where
a shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he is met quickly in the
automatically base a line for you now.
Folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Yeah. I mean, if you coming out of man, you would want it to do it this here.
Out of the gun, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller.
Levels ain't what it is this year, last year either.
Make it fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they
no, I'm talking about levels on offense, nigga. Like the play.
Because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want
like
him
the
involved, just as you
said.
They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game. But they must like the matchups they're getting.
Look at the line. Look at the goddamn line.
Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Winston now from the 50. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. First carry for Peyton Barber. 22 yards there, a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you take a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now
a first down throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now Watson's throw is taken in by QT, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air yet again, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ndamukong Suh able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll run here with Barber. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up second and 8 at the Texans 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
So don't say nothing.
Jameis to throw it. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
You. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
Now Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's and Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Killed by Evans.
Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets past one man. And he'll take this up.
Who the fuck leaving comments and shit? Go back to the Falcon, boy. I'm sorry. Shit about to really piss me off with these goddamn Texans. They got down.
And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson now to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watson being chased out left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this one, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have
too focused on D-Hop and that factor. Tight end over there wide open.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back
this
to
nigga ain't that good.
Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This is right there. Take that momentum. Take that good feeling and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
I'm going to tell you something. I found this glitch defense on YouTube. It's called that pinch. That shit.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee.
Look at this shit, bro.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for.
Oh, my God.
It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans.
He just airing it out to Mike Evans. And Mike Evans coming down with it, bro. What the fuck?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Clearly not.
And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining. Still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first.
You ought to see the first touchdown he scored on my ass. He threw that bitch in double coverage, and Mike Evans came down with it in the end zone. I'm sleeping. I'm finna show you this blitz, though. This blitz lit. Watch this shit.
Winston and the Bucks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play fake. Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Border. Alone. Watch 25.
Barber on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Hell no, this nigga goddamn bum. I ain't played Madden none yesterday, so I'm a little rusty.
On first down.
That nigga ain't. I do. Nigga, the game that came out here. Well, niggas expect me to be a god every damn day. This nigga ain't gonna beat me with no damn Buccaneer. You believe that?
Ready.
Shit. I don't give a fuck about my head. Nigga, I done scored. The fuck you talking about? Nigga, I'm down 6.
Off the play fake. Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside.
Oh my God. What is that he called? He called a YouTube play. I ain't never seen
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this
always
game, right? They draw
open with
these
that shit.
beautiful
That's that old
plays.
Madden
It looks
18
so perfect
shit.
up on the board. But
Who the fuck,
occasionally,
man, please? Who the
sometimes
fuck
you
is
just say,
Jordan Howard?
throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is
overthrew the hell out of Mike Evans.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He tested me.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, how old is Grunt?
Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
That nigga young, you know, ain't he?
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Winston now.
Hey, Zach Levine was crazy out here today, bro.
Back at the 32. The Clemson product, DJ Reader.
He was in Little Rock
for the sack.
Yeah.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his
Bobby
progressions,
had
find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
Celebrity
Just brings
game.
us right back to
Man,
what
that
you
nigga
said in the
made that
beginning.
shit.
A great job defensive with nowhere to go with the football.
Who, Bobby Porter did?
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there.
It's a mansion party going on right now.
A what?
How about the front 7 as they got
A
closer
mansion
to the
party?
goal line?
How he gonna go? Yeah, he gonna come.
Out at the 23, make it the 24-yard
What you
line.
mean how he gonna go?
He gonna go up to the goddamn door and be like, "Well, I'm on the guest list." The
Watson will
fuck?
bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10.
You talking
at
about
their
me?
own 24.
Yeah.
Nigga, I can get in.
How you gonna get in?
Nigga, I know the nigga.
So you just gonna go up to the door and be like, hey, tell Bobby I'm here.
I'm unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm gonna text that nigga and be like, hey, I'm outside, bro.
After the run, Watson gonna throw. Throw left
But
side
shit,
complete. It's
it was hella people out here.
This one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They'll make
A
it
gain
here.
of 13. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag.
He plays
when you do,
Arkansas.
you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
I'm finna air this bitch out to D-Hop. This nigga got that takeover.
He plays for
First and
Dallas
10,
right now.
Watson. He's going
He
to
like
walk
third
deep
string.
left side here. And that
Man,
will
come
be
on, bro. That nigga
incomplete.
dropped that shit with takeover, bro. This game, wow.
Instead, it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers
It
just
don't matter. That's the point of X Factor, nigga. You an X Factor. The fuck?
With the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch this catch I just did in triple coverage, and he caught it with no X Factor. Like, what the fuck?
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that,
The game just
It was
ass.
honestly a bad pass.
It was, but I forced it anyway, goddamn.
Now Watson. And this will be
Look
incomplete.
at the damn line.
Physical
Trying to catch
play
the
on the
damn
football
hit.
there.
I
And
don't
second
even play
down.
football. I might get back into Madden. But everybody saying that whole trash.
This the best man never
coming
made.
out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
You have an
when you
issue
make a
with
play
the
on
Chiefs
football.
team, not the game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second
Can't
and
make
10.
niggas happy.
Watson
I'm niggas.
to throw again. Buying time to his left. The ball comes
Oh,
out.
shit.
This will get out
Boy,
of bounds,
Deshaun
so
Watson just
possession will
fumbled.
stay the
Please.
same. He turned that into a
That
nice
nigga
gain. Gets him 8 yards
Hell yeah,
closer
that
for
nigga
third
lit
down.
my ass up. I was scrambled.
And feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was powerful.
That
The
nigga lit me
sideline,
up 3
the
ways
friend
from
there.
Sunday.
No
I
doubt
gotta
about
go.
it.
I'm
Ball
bullshit.
goes over the sideline.
Hey,
able to
LeBron
retain
OP on this
possession,
one?
no turnover.
I ain't played with them yet.
I know
That's,
he's
you
coaching
know what, Wood? That's
scrimmage.
who I need to start playing with.
Man.
19, 59. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Third and 2.
Got my home. That nigga down for
In
it.
heavy traffic, and it's
I just threw a
intercepted.
bad pass. Man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna get on
And a
2K.
big turnover there as his
Man,
guys
that's on
will
me,
get
man.
the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these
Boy,
games.
he
And
tricked
now
that
in this
nigga.
situation, throwing an interception here when you
I heard
have to
just
claw
nigga
your
like
way
a
back
bite.
in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
You playing like D-Lo.
And they'll
Man, I'm
get him
finna
down
get on
up
2K,
past the
man, 'cause this
15,
game over.
just
I ain't
shy
got-
of the 20.
I ain't got enough
They were
time to
looking
get-
for a cushion from
come
that
back.
end zone.
Yeah,
He
you
gave it
do.
to him.
Nah,
15
don't,
big
man.
yards.
The accelerated
That
clock
looked like an
on.
example of what
I
you
ain't
said
gonna
back
bet
in
he
the
finna
first
run
half.
the ball for
Running
the rest
back
of the
of his
quarter
size
'cause the
can really
score's so
wear
close,
down a
like a
defense.
bitch.
I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
Like I
because
said,
they
like a
see this
bitch.
starting to happen
Look
as
at it
well.
running the clock
So
down.
that means they're going to
Sleep.
redouble their efforts to help him out.
I don't know,
Extra
but
blocking, getting
yeah, it's still
downfield.
positive, but shit.
Running is Barber.
I think I'm,
He's got a first down past the 30.
Yeah, it
and
is.
all the way up to the
the
33-yard
fuck you gonna
line.
tell me?
That one good for 14 yards.
Bro, this nigga gonna run the
I tell you,
clock
they
out
didn't
like
give
a
it to him
bitch,
much
fool.
for
That
the
shit
first 3
piss me
quarters,
off.
but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he
But
is
JJ Watt up there
smothered
got a damn
behind the
fumble
line.
shit.
I would. Me and Savage was playing with a nigga that was so trash that you played the other day, boy.
That's into the hands of the tight end.
Yeah, that wasn't the
Leggett.
other day, that was
The
yesterday.
reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's the other
Another
day.
nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to
You might
run
well
well in
go-
this
you might well
situation,
go and load
Brandon,
up the
but
park
with
right
this
there, 'cause I'm
lead,
coming too.
they're electing to throw the football. Swings,
Anyway,
slants, quick outs, things
we
they
had
consider
the
safe.
game won 19-12. Tell me how we still lost the game, bro.
DJ Reader able to get
Nah,
in there
ain't
for
no
the
y'all.
second sack of the afternoon.
No, the
Now
damn
Texans
point
will bring
guard.
the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Cause nigga, that shit can get walked down. This nigga going for it. This nigga different. Bro, this nigga disrespecting the shit out of me,
They're
bro.
going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Like the audacity of
The
this
Bucks
nigga.
go
Bro.
for it. It's Winston.
The audacity. The audacity of this nigga trying to play me like a pussy. Now I'm finna turn up because now I feel disrespected, you two. Now I feel disrespected.
I don't know.
Hey, what's a pro punt? What is
They
this
just
shit?
want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they
A
just don't
Max
trust
Punt
doing
Pro
that.
or
So
whatever.
they say, listen,
Touchdown, D-Hop, nigga.
DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards.
Bitch ass nigga, don't go for it on fourth down against me like I'm some bite or some shit. I missed the damn field goal.
they would
Sleep.
say the corner route.
Boy, that
get
bitch-
out,
shit.
make it
Boy, that
illegal
bitch clanked
because
out
it
the
is
pole.
so
I'm
unrecognized
sleep.
and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break
You
off to the
trashed
corner.
it
But
up.
then as
I
a wide
trashed it up,
receiver,
bro.
great
I
job.
trashed
It's
it
tough
up.
to turn those upfield and go.
Now I
But he did
gotta
a
pray
great job
for a
with it there.
damn
Really
turnover.
good balance. Really
But you
good
can
body
kick it down the
control.
field
How about
perfect,
the end
boy. You
result?
trashed
A
it up.
touchdown.
I don't think so.
You know, I don't know shit about football.
Winston and the Bucks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
All I know is throw it, get truck.
I can't tell which side he running the ball on, bro.
You still got
On the
time,
ground,
bro.
it's Barber to start the drive.
Not if he running this
He's
goddamn
up in it
ball.
after a
I'm
gain
finna get
of
it
2
3-4.
to
But I mean, you
27.
just stopped him.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that
he's
part.
scared
Decent
now, though.
start,
He
but
want that,
now
but see that
it's gotta
time,
be
bro.
more
That
about
I'm
the
fighting
ball.
against
It's all
time,
about
bro.
the
That
ball.
time
Getting
is
it
what's
away from
saving
them
it.
because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He goes full extension.
Bro, I hate Mike
and he's
Evans,
got
bro.
it.
Watch this shit, bro. That's
18
game, bro.
yards there and a 1st down.
That's game,
Picked
bro.
up a
This
little bit of
bitch
yardage
ass nigga,
there,
bro.
and now,
I swear to God, I
in this
hate niggas,
situation,
bro.
should be in no hurry to run a play
Damn.
really fast. Let the
Now he
clock
finna run
wind
the ball
down.
down.
Fork in him.
Winston now,
I'm done.
13 of 16 throwing the football.
Put the
It's
fork
1st and
in
10. Winston gives to Barber.
Can't get the damn
across
turnover
the
unless I
field.
turn screw ball. Hell no, he ain't got no reason to.
Now the
I'm gonna
Texans
touch
will
the
use
ball
one of
on
their
and
2
see if J.J.
remaining
Watt can make some
timeouts
shake.
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, 4 down.
I'm the boss.
80 seconds, me. Let's go.
Once again, it's Barber.
Man, they called a fucking face mask, bro.
Here come the flags.
sleeping.
This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll be brought
Face
down
mask
somewhat
again,
awkwardly
fool.
here, and a late flag
If
as
y'all
well.
get a 5th in
I
here,
think
we
this
got
one's
enough
gonna
to
be
go
a
up
face
and wreck.
mask. And now it's 1st and 10.
try to
A
run
big
apart.
mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Now, he might try to be greedy here, Wood, and throw up a touchdown pass, and I'm going to pick that motherfucker off.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
I'm telling you, if this nigga try to be greedy,
They're looking to
and he
throw
trying it too,
Winston
fool, I'm sleep.
eluding the pressure right. And he's taken to the ground. But
Bro, they
he's
called
pulled down
another
by the
damn
face
play.
mask. Here come
Man,
the
I'm
flags.
sick of this
And
goddamn.
I believe
I'm
this is going to be a
done.
1st down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. And now it's 1st and 10.
Y'all load
A
it
big
apart, man.
mistake,
I'm on my
especially when
way.
you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught.
That's game, bro.
And that-
Fuck that. I'm closing out. Bitch ass nigga.